We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Chicago Bears.
Set to kick off.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. This one caught by Ridley. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On fourth down, the Falcons trot out the rookie punter from Syracuse, Sterling Hoffrichter. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. Trubisky going to try and run. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13, Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. Early on first down with no blocking help there as he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 1.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the counter, Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Leads to 3rd and 11.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
31's the mic. Focus, defense, focus. 31's the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 31's the mic. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you. Check.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
This one out quickly to Watkins. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun.
Number 21.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Mike spot 9. 3 buds.
Now it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football. It'll be 3rd down and 5 for them to start things out. From the gun, it's Ryan. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. That was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd and 2 at the 33.
On 2nd down now. It's Cohen. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
The ball carrier.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 yards is the pickup there on a 1st down for Chicago.
I would think that by now people are done underestimating Tariq Cohen because of his stature when they see him at about 5'6", 5'7". But he can do it all. He can run inside, run to the perimeter, but he also catches the ball really well out of the backfield. He had more receptions than carries last season. He kind of looks like Darren Sproles, who's been his inspiration as an NFL player. In 2018, Tariq Cohen was a Pro Bowler as well.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 39-yard line.
2nd and 11. This is Cohen. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Duke Riley.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Play action. Ryan. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
And there's a familiar sight, Khalil Mack putting a quarterback down in the backfield for another sack. I know he only had 8.5 sacks in 2019, so a lot of people wrote that off as, hey, what's going on with Khalil Mack? You do realize he's getting doubled and tripled on just about every snap, but that was the first time since his rookie year of 2014 that he finished the season with less than 10 sacks.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
First and
Catch there by Julio Jones, and let's face it, we're almost running out of ways to say he's great. So let's put it into this context. 3rd among active players in receiving yards, starting 2020, just 852 yards behind tight end Jason Witten.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
It's a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Third and 2. Now Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. This is caught inside the 15. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1-yard line.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
The 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the gun, Ryan. This will be caught at about the 5. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Goal.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Ryan into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20.
Ain't doing nothing.
And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
And the Bears first.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check three. He's coming. 18.
Quick pass out to Miller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
First down, Bears.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. From the shotgun is Trubisky. That's complete to Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
First down.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
Tariq Cohen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, Ryan looking downfield for Jones. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Now Ryan on 1st down. The left side completion to Jones. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They go play action with Trubisky. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move.
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks him. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen, and he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 11 yards there, 1st down. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
On 1st down, Cohen. And this will be a Bears 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 30. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
That's good for 28 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Cohen. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
31's the mic. Squeeze, double.
Running the jet sweep with Jones. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. It's caught. Jones. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun, Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Ryan. Now a desperation throw. It's caught at the 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big pickup of 38. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Going to flare this one out to Gurley in the flat. And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On third down, Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Hayden Hurst, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, no, and it's intercepted. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
To kick off for Atlanta.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
This is a quick pass from Trubisky. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
First down, Chicago. Today's final score.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And